When I tell people I left my day job for a weekend project, they picture a sudden, dramatic leap. The truth is quieter, slower, and stranger. It started as a small experiment, just a way to fill weekend hours and learn something new. Within a year, that quiet experiment became my main source of income. This is the story of how a handful of Saturdays changed the course of my life. I still remember the first weekend. I had been working a steady corporate job for 7 years. Predictable pay, predictable hours, and a growing sense of predictability that felt like a trap. I kept a notebook of ideas, mostly fanciful sketches of businesses I would never start. One entry read, "Make something people will pay for on a weekend." That line nagged at me until I acted. The project itself was deceptively simple. I began building high-quality, customizable templates for small businesses, package sets of website and branding assets for independent professionals who needed an affordable, polished presence online. I completed the first template in 2 Saturdays. One weekend for design, one evening for polishing, and a final Sunday for uploading it to a marketplace that handled payments and distribution. I thought of it as practice, a way to hone design skills and learn e-commerce plumbing. The first sale arrived 10 days later, $50. I remember staring at the notification, heart racing. It was not the amount that mattered, it was the validation. Someone I had never met had paid for something I had made in spare hours. That one sale turned into more. I tweaked, iterated, and listened to feedback. Each Saturday became more deliberate. New templates, better descriptions, clearer screenshots. The market rewarded clarity and polish. Word spread slowly at first, then faster. A single, well-designed listing multiplied into a passive income stream. A pattern emerged that I had not anticipated. My weekday job provided the stability to experiment without desperation. My weekend work benefited from the structure I developed at the office: discipline, deadlines, attention to detail. But there was a vital difference: autonomy. On weekends, I was accountable only to the quality of the product and the satisfaction of customers. That freedom produced unexpected creativity. I explored niches overlooked by larger vendors: independent therapists, boutique consultants, local artisans. These were clients who wanted something distinct, affordable, and quick. My templates fit perfectly. There were setbacks. The marketplace recalibrated its fees. I hit months where sales slumped and I doubted myself. I also underestimated the tax implications and the need for customer support. Each challenge taught a practical lesson: diversify platforms, reinvest earnings in marketing, automate routine tasks. I learned to treat the project like a business, not a hobby. That mindset shift mattered more than any design tweak. What surprised me most was the compounding effect. An initial modest sale led to testimonials, which led to higher visibility, which led to bulk purchases by agencies who resold my templates. Within a year, the monthly revenue from weekend work exceeded my take-home pay from the corporate job. The math was straightforward, but the emotional calculus was complex. Leaving a stable position meant relinquishing status, benefits, and the comfort of a clear career path. Yet the satisfaction of building something people valued, on my own terms, proved irresistible. When I eventually decided to step away from the 9 to 5, it was not a leap into uncertainty, but a careful pivot. I had documented processes, a small team of contractors I hired for busy periods, and a runway of savings. Most important, I had confidence that the work I loved could sustain me. If there is a single lesson from this experience, it is this: incremental passion plus consistent action can scale in ways that surprise you. You do not need a grand plan or a single defining moment. You need a modest idea, repeated effort, and the humility to learn from small failures. My weekend project did more than supplement income. It reshaped my relationship with work and creativity. That subtle transformation, earned one Saturday at a time, now supports the life I wanted all along.